But just Dr. Tara Karta, former Director, National Security Council Secretariat, I guess the government is being cautious to use the T word because after Pahalgam, the Prime Minister made it very clear any act of terror will be seen as an act of war. Now, there have been no group which has claimed responsibility. There is still uncertainty over whether this was a terror attack, if so, of what nature, whether was it a sleeper cell. That's also a concern, isn't it? You have to be very careful before you choose to call it an act of terror or blame any individual organization for it. Shashikant Ji, do you agree that you have to be very, very careful before you do that?
Yes, certainly. In a given situation, a person has to be careful, no doubt about it. Government is taking all precautions and getting into deep investigation, like all the agencies are there, certainly. But again, I'll say that government has to take into notice that existence of sleeper cells, what had happened in Faridabad and other places, that's one thing on which I think government has been unfortunately and sadly very lax, that is digging out these sleeper cells. But again, we have faith in the government. I'm sure that they're going to dig out the entire thing and present it to people because already lots of rumors are
This is the
floating
sleeper
around.
cell, just to inform our viewers that a sleeper cell that the government claimed it had busted involving a Kashmiri doctor, Muzammil, in Faridabad. They claimed that a large amount of RDX was also found in him. You're telling me, therefore, that the government will also have much to answer for. Am I right, Shashikant?
Yes, precisely. Because whenever there's anything, I hope that it is not a terrorist attack, that there's no T word attached to it. But again, the existence and activities of sleeper cells have to be probed, and these sleeper cells have to be identified to ensure that no such incident ever happens in this country. Thank you.
I just want to bring in Shreya at this moment. Shreya, you've tracked that story this morning. The government is trying to make it, as of now, saying there is no connection between the terror module that they claim was busted this morning and what happened has happened in the national capital. But as these details come out, clearly the government will have a lot of explanation to do. Can you give us a sense of this terror module that was busted this morning?
Well, the terror model that has been busted, Rajdeep, was actually caught from two different locations. It was the Jammu and Kashmir police and the Faridabad police that acted together. In Haryana's Faridabad, in the village named Dhoj, is where two doctors were arrested from university named Alfallah. There were some ammunition recoveries, including 300 kg ammonium nitrate that is being suspected to have been used for a possible blast that they were planning. Apart from that, an assault rifle was also recovered from them. But what we are being told, and it's a confirmation that there is no link from that angle, because remember, these people are already in the custody of the police since past quite some days, and they have also been immediately questioned the moment after this blast here took place. But that has officially been confirmed from our sources that there is no link to that very terror module is what has been confirmed. But the confirmation here on what really happened, as I said, Rajdeep, is still awaited because they are still tracking the route map of that I-20 card from where it started and the fact that where was it headed, the actual point, or whether it was in transit. All these things are right now being looked at before a confirmation coming down from the Delhi police.
Okay, just one clarification. What was found on that terror module was not RDX but ammonium nitrate. So ammonium nitrate is what the police found when they busted that module in Faridabad. So let's be very clear, while the government or the police is saying there is no immediate connection between the two instances, should this, and this is still in the realm of speculation, should this be seen to be a terror blast, then there will be questions raised whether some of these sleeper cells have been activated in recent times. Now, should it not turn out to be that, I think the government will dial down. But the urgency with which NSG, NIA have all stepped into it clearly suggests that the government fears the scale and intensity of what we have seen in Old Delhi has led to much concern over just what could have caused this kind of blast in the national capital. So, you've got Rajnath Singh also now, the defense minister of the country, saying what has happened is extremely serious and troubling. So government ministers now responding to what has happened in the national capital at the moment. The opposition, as I said, has been much more cautious before they suggest that the government will have more answers to deliver on alleged security lapses, if any. But remember, it's not easy given what we've seen with these terror modules that operate out of stealth.